Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
14.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Now he's loose at the 40.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst?
Not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. First and 10.
11 Thomas.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Let's look to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And Burrow going to change the play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone to help against the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on
each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Again, it's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
On 2, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11
Now
Thomas.
Burrow going to change things up. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Good set. 11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow on play action. He finds his man complete. That's Young. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 MT, Tate. 12.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Fine, ready?
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Touchdown, Bengals!
Adam Troutman as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On third down, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Start.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
To about the 40-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 4.
Well.
Throwing is Wilson.
That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Gotta go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They try the left side here with Williams.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a loose football. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now Burrow changing the look.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll try to run this one in. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he'll get it inside the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of...
On the last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he's across midfield to the 48. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
35.